My name is Jonathan Frick. I'm the Vice President of Relocation Technologies and Reporting. My responsibility is to provide a technology that can support our clients, their relocating employees, and our operation delivery team so that they can do their job. Our job is corporate relocation. Whenever somebody needs to move, we're responsible for handling logistics from point A to point B and everything in between to make sure the person is not distracted or overwhelmed with moving from place to place, and they can focus entirely on their job while they're in the middle of their move. Originally, about almost 4 years ago, we hired tkxel to do a workshop. At the time, we had an off-the-shelf solution for our technology, and what it was doing for us was it was a data repository. It was not enabling us to do our job better. And then secondly, it was off the shelf, which meant that we were at the beck and call of the company that offered the technology. And so if a client had a need, our first response was go to the technology provider, say, hey, can you do this? They can say yes or no. And then if there's a yes, there might be a cost associated with it. And really that wasn't working for us. It wasn't responsive enough. It wasn't fast enough. And at the end of the day, it wasn't leading to a good customer experience for our transferees as well as our clients. So about 4 years ago, we decided we wanted to look at what would it look like for Odyssey to have our own technology. And so we hired tkxel to put together a proposal. It's been incredible. So before we had our own solution being called Insight, we would show up to sales presentations and we'd essentially check the boxes. Yes, we have that functionality, or no, we don't have that functionality. Now we're showing up to sales presentations and people like what they see. They're excited about it. And so from a client perspective, our clients like what we're putting in front of them. They like that we're more responsive, and they like that we're able to say yes more often to their requests inside of the technology. From an operational delivery perspective, it's been incredibly impactful. I'll just cite one recent example, and you guys were able to deliver this in a couple weeks. That's incredible. It saves me so much time. It makes me so happy, even brings tears to my eyes. So it's incredible whenever you have something that can help you, something that makes your life easier, makes your job easier. You're able to, there's an emotion associated with it. I knew that I wanted to try building a technology, and just given my title, I get a lot of marketing emails from outsourced development resources. And so tkxel came through with about 5 or 6 at the same time. And so I just kind of said, okay, let's sit down with all of them and have a conversation. And a lot of them were sales conversations where there was very little tech conversation. There's a lot of tech conversation without a lot of customer service. But whenever I sat down with tkxel, it was different. What was different about it was they wanted to solve for us. It wasn't just a sales, it was a partnership from day one that said, we want to help you. Yeah, you'll pay us money to get it done. But at the end of the day, we want to help you do better at what you do. And then the solution they put in front of us was very holistic. It wasn't just, okay, come with us with all the blueprints and all the plans, and we'll just go ahead and build whatever you put in front of us. It was, we're going to come with DevOps, we're going to come with AI, with a data scientist, with UI UX, we're going to come with front end, back end, program manager. This is your whole team. Let's use the whole team in order to say what you need to develop, because we trust that you know your business. And this was my ask for them. I know my business really well. You guys know technology very well. Let's marry the two of them together so that we can put together something that's incredible. So when we had that conversation, the whole team of tkxel gathered around behind me, and we put together something that it's been a great experience so far. Absolutely recommend tkxel as a partner. For us, it's been game-changing. I think we've had a migration around. We are a company that delivers a service, and that's kind of the end of the conversation. But now we are a company that delivers service with great tech. And that is, tkxel is a huge player in that conversation around why we are where we are today. For all the reasons I mentioned before, the great partnership, the quality service delivery, the relationship building, the guidance, the accountability. These are all things that I value in my relationship with tkxel, and why I would suggest tkxel work with anybody who has a need for their services.